All right, Alka. Getting a little late to the lesson today, but for this week, but that's all right. I've had a couple other things to work on. You requested a couple of Christmas videos to work on, and I've come up with one, and we'll go over another one next time. And so we'll do this one, and this one is one of my favorites. It's called "Oh Holy Night," and I'm sure you're familiar with it. I'm going to do this in the key of G. Try to get myself situated where I can make sure that the video's picking me up here. Okay, so we got several chords here, and this is going to be a good song to introduce you to some different chords on the various chord sheets we went over, especially chords sheets 1 and I think 1 and 2 maybe. But we got some minor chords and some major chords, so we got a smorgasbord of all kinds of stuff. So let's go ahead and start. We got "Oh Holy Night," and for one thing, you can pick this. You know, you can strum it or whatever, but it sounds even better if you pick it. Okay, and it's I think it's 3/4 time. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It's either 3/4 or it might be 6/8. I'm not sure. Some musical theory there stuff for you. The stars. Now that makes it a little too fast sounding, so you kind of don't want to really strum it. So all you're doing is using your thumb for the bass. And you need to get used to using 3 fingers here, because it's going to be awkward if you try using just 2 fingers. You're going to have to use 1 finger to hit 2 notes, so it's better to use just 3 fingers. And I'm just using these 3 right here. So I'm hitting the bass, and then some 3 strings in order, and then coming back down. Okay. So the first chord is "Oh Holy Night, the stars are brightly." Now this could be this C or this C. Once again, make sure that you don't hit the open E string for this, because it's a C, so we're going to go for that bass note. Brightly shining, it is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Now that goes to a D, and we're going to play the D bass note. So we got 4 strings in a row here: the D, G, B, and E. Dear Savior's birth. Now that could be, if you wanted to, you can make it a D sus2. Okay, I use this chord more, you know, twice as much as I do a regular D chord. I just love the way it sounds. Okay, so we could use that chord. Now I don't know if you can see this or not, but when I'm playing these strings on my right hand, I'm holding them down, but you know, all the strings I'm touching them, but everything is released, and then I'm going to come back down and leave these. It's going to kind of go like thumb 1 2 3 1 2. So they're going to stay tucked in. Notice how they tuck in there. Okay, so the last finger stays tucked in. This one tucks in. That tucks in until we get ready to do it again. Okay, so dear Savior's birth. We get the right key. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Now the second part: long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared is the first minor. And we got B minor for that. So that's going to be, you can either do the short B minor, appeared, and play the same 4 strings as you would with a D chord. Till he appeared. Or you can do not the bar, but you just play from the A string down, 2nd fret, and play the remainder of this fretted notes here. It actually sounds better with that bass note. Till he appeared and so remember, you're going to be, these 4 are in line once again, but this time I'm using my thumb twice. You can do that, but I don't know, it just seems like to keep my fingers within the bottom 3 strings, I'm using the bottom 2 fingers here. The ring finger that normally hits this high E string is just kind of hanging out there, while these 2 take care of the G and the B, and then this string, this finger, this thumb is taking care of these 2 strings, which is a lot easier to do using your thumb than it is going 2 notes in a row with these other fingers. I don't know, it just seems to be easier that way. So if you're going to have to do 2 notes, do it with your thumb and not the bottom strings. So we have appeared either this way, or if you want to, the whole bar. Okay. Till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. So we got D. So till he appeared is B minor, and the soul, D, felt its worth. And you might have noticed me just messing around up here. You know, you can do whatever you want to, just as soon as you get used to the regular pattern of. Okay. Now the other thing with this, if you decide to do it with a pick, your pick is going to take care of 2 notes. Every time. That way you don't have to use, the pinky, because it's a weak finger and it just feels awkward to play notes with it. Okay. But back to the fingers. Till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Now on morn, it'll be cool if you do this little walk down. Morn. You can use either the B and the E. Now this finger is walking down to the 2nd fret, and I'm using, the last 2 fingers here to hit those high notes, either on the G and B. If I'm doing G and B, I've got these 2 fingers. Okay, or the last 2 fingers for the B and E. And that's one thing that you could do too, is you could pick all these fingers here, and then that could serve as your bass. Instead of, you can go every time you switch a chord, you repeat that. So fall on your knees. E minor to B minor. Now we have an A minor. So here's where it gets cool. You've got these really cool A minor chords. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Okay? So that A minor, remember we have on the chord sheets 1 or 2, I can't remember which, it might be on both. You can use minor 7th chords. And those are very pretty in songs like this especially. So you could use E minor 7, fall on your knees. Oh, A minor 7, hear the angel voice. Sometimes it sounds better to do a regular minor chord. And if you use the bottom 3, you're not going to hear that D anyway, unless you know, purposely hit it, which isn't going to sound as good. So it's your decision, you know, whatever you want to do. Especially with A minor 7, it sounds better that way. Okay, so fall on your knees. You can also do, I don't know if we went over this or not, but you can also do a B minor 7. You have to have the bar to do that though, and you're going to lift your pinky, and that gives you a B minor 7. It's really an A minor 7. Use these other 2 fingers here, slide it up, and you have to put your first finger down to make it work. It's kind of a hard one to do. If you want to, you can just bar the bottom 3 there and not hit the bass with your thumb. But if you do it without the bass, it's going to sound like a D chord. So it's kind of important to have that bass there. So if you want to, you can just go for regular B minor. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices. Now on voices, you know how we walked down earlier. Fall. When you get back to voices, you can walk it back up. Oh hear the angel voices. Oh, not. You know what I'm doing is I'm keeping that E minor. And you just lift this ring finger to that 2nd fret, because now we're walking it back up. We're going the reverse of what we did earlier. Oh. Or you can just lift all the fingers. You don't have to hold this one down. It might actually sound better to go ahead and lift it up. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Now another thing that I just thought of is when you're going to the oh, night divine, divine, divine. Now you can walk it up to the C. It's a little quicker because you're hitting 3 notes as opposed to 2. Night. My display's trying to turn off on me. Divine. And all that is walking up, same deal. Open A, 2nd fret, 1st finger, 3rd fret leads us to the C with our ring finger, middle finger. Now it's kind of stale without some kind of other background noise. So you can hit 1 note in between the 1st note and the 2nd note. Notice how I did that. Oh, night when Christ was born. Now every verse after that is the same. Okay, so one good thing to do is we'll just sit here and just practice going from. Notice that's an E minor chord. Just that by itself. You don't even need these 2. And do it also with the next string, because that's where the A minor comes in, and the C, and the B minor if you bar it. Okay, the other thing to do is practice going from this that's what's going to be for the B minor. That lets you have 2 notes for your thumb. And for a D, let's see. So you could go back and forth like an A minor, 2 notes with a thumb, and 1 note with a thumb, and then you're going to utilize the last string as well. Now I hope you're watching my right hand, because I am. You know, focus on this. So the first one was like A minor, 2 notes with a thumb, and then 2 notes with this, and then back down. Now you want to keep your fingers close to the string. You don't want them, you know, to way up or way out here. You don't want none of that motion. Notice how close my hand is. Okay, and the other one was okay. So that's a lot to practice, I understand. Once again, the chords are G. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It's G, C, G. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. That goes to D, back to G. Long lay the world in sin and error pining. Same thing, G, C, G. Now we get to B minor. Till he appeared to D, and the soul, back to B minor, felt its worth. Back to D, a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices. You can even go to the C real quick. Rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Now you can walk down to the E minor. Mourn, fall, B minor on your knees. A minor or A minor 7. Oh, he, the angel, E minor voices. So we have B, fall, E minor, B minor, A minor, back to E minor. E minor, B minor, A minor, back to E minor. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices. You can walk it back up. Oh night divine. This goes to C, which you can either go straight to or walk up. Oh night when Christ was born. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I know it's kind of scattered, maybe scattered a little bit, kind of fast paced. I'm trying to fit it all in this lesson. With the pick, I mean, like I said, if you don't really want to fool, and if it's with the finger picking and it's too aggravating, just strum every chord, you know. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Okay, so. Remember, if you hit this chord, don't hit that open E. You can actually mute it with the first part of your first finger here, so that you don't have to worry about that if you can manage that. You're not playing the bottom string unless you're barring it. Okay. The other thing I was going to do is what's really cool about the pick, and you can do this with this hand too. It's a little more advanced if you're doing it without a pick. The cool thing about the pick is you can go fall on your knees. It's just a quick rate. It's kind of like a Spanishy thing. Now the way to do that with your fingers is a little tougher. basically you're going to do your 3-finger thing, and then take the last finger, either the pinky or the ring finger, and just bring it down. And it sounds cool the closer to the bridge you go, because you've got this is closer to the sound hole. It's more bassy. And if you lift up down here, then it's more trebly sounding. So complete the scale. This finger is playing 3 notes in this case. It's like a strum. Okay. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night. Okay, so that's this week's lesson, Oh Holy Night. Make sure to study this video, and that'll give you a cool Christmas song to work on. Next week, I don't have one planned, so if you have a Christmas song you'd like to learn, email me, let me know. If not, I'll just come up with something and give it to you then, all right? Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video, all right? Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.